Hi, today's Torah study, we're in book of Deuteronomy, chapter 14, verse 22. Starts Aser to Aser, talks about the tithing, and the Torah continues that one of the tithings were the tithing of Meiser Sheni. The way it worked is the sabbatical year was once every 7 years. So the cycle started the first and the second, the fourth and fifth year. A person would take tithing and he would actually take the crop to Jerusalem and benefit from it over there. And the third and sixth year, the tithing would go to the poor people. So Torah discusses that what happens if a person had too much tithing to bring to the land of Jerusalem. You may redeem it on money and then take that money to Jerusalem to spend on things that are edible for you to enjoy whilst you're there. Torah says, and if for whatever reason you didn't take it the first or second year, by the third year, you got to make sure everything is out of your home. And you will give to the poor people, and there will be a blessing in everything that you will do. Today's Tanya discusses that the image of Jacob, Yaakov Avinu, was just like the image of Adam. And as we explained that Adam, he encompassed all the souls that would come. Same thing is, Jacob had that same figure to him, and he also brought out in a revealed way godliness in this world. As he said, Vayikra lo Keila Lekei Yisrael, he called God, God of Israel, that he was able to bring the energy of God in a revealed way. And the same thing is that each one of us is able to bring out the revelation of God when we study His Torah and when we do His mitzvahs. And the climax, the greatest amount of revelation one can feel is really when one prays with devotion. He can actually get the greatest feeling of the revelation of God in his life. Today's mitzvah is the mitzvah of the circumcision, that a person is commanded on the 8th day by his father to make sure he's circumcised. Maimonides also discusses the order of the prayer that one prays every day. There's a certain order how one should pray, and he sets that all out. The Talmud tells us a story of Rabbi Yochanan. He went over to his young nephew and he asked him, "Tell me, what did you learn in school?" And he says, I learned Aser to Aser. That's today, about tithing. And he says, so what does it mean, Aser to Aser? Why is it kind of the same repetitive of words? So he tells him that Aser that if you tithe, you will become rich. Kind of a play of words in Hebrew. You change it a little pronunciation, it means rich. So he says, if you tithe, you get rich. He says, how do you know? So his little nephew tells him, try it out. Tithe well, and you'll see you become rich. So he says, are you allowed to test God? And he says, really, one should not test God, but in tithing, you may test God. And he says, it says in scripture that bring the tithe into the storehouses and test me now with this. That's what God says. And I will open up for you the windows of heaven to pour blessings upon you. So the challenge for today is to test out God. Tithe a lot, and you'll see that the blessings will be pouring upon you. Thank you.